Hello, I'm Caroline Weber, and I'm a contributing editor to Fitness RX magazine and also a lot of other fitness and health and wellness magazines. And I'm sitting here with Sheila Z, who is an empath, an author, a healer, and she also has a wonderful workshop that I recently attended called Intentional Wellness. So we're here to talk a little bit about that today. And first of all, I want to tell you how I found Sheila. Being a fitness and health writer, I was told that she was doing these healing workshops, but she had a lot of science backing up her approach. And the particular magazine I write for is very science-oriented, so I thought, okay, I'm going to check this out. This isn't like the, moon in the seventh house, airy-fairy kind of stuff sometimes you hear. This was real science-based stuff. So I attended the workshop, and I was absolutely blown away, Sheila. I was so excited that you were talking about these things from starting with the scientific point of view and moving to the more spiritual point of view. So first of all, my first question, and it was the question I had at the workshop, it's called Intentional Wellness, but can we honestly intend to be well?
Well, the answer to that is yes. We can intend to be well, but it goes so much broader than that, because it's really about it's kind of synchronizing the conscious and the subconscious, because we can say we have the intention, I intend to be well. But unless we have that synchronization and that symbiotic relationship really going, it's really the subconscious that runs the boat. So we can on the outside fully feel, oh, I intend to be well, I'm going to be well, and all these things happen and you go, oh, what on earth is going on? Therein lies the key. We actually do the work. We actually do the physics of form and Z physics and something I created called ORT, Opportunity Retrieval, which is really the key of the connection of how to synchronize the whole being in a symbiotic mind, body, spirit relationship.
So in your workshop, we talked about the intentionalness part of it, but you also spoke about the energies involved in healing, that there are certain energies that we can either shift in ourselves or draw from the universe, or both of those things. But my question is, what is the energy of healing?
Well, that's a very good question. Of course, we all know that we are all made of energy, and energy is information in motion. And we are basically sound and vibration. In the beginning they say there was a silence and then there was the Big Bang, or the silence was broken. The energy of healing is really that vibration, that frequency that vibrates through the whole universe. We are made up of it. We have 100 trillion cells inside of our body. I believe that they are holographic. So when people say you have to heal on a cellular level, that's what they mean. If something has happened to you, even say somebody yelled or whatever it was, that trauma doesn't just sit on one cell and we go after one little piece. What has to happen for true healing to really happen is you have to address all 100 trillion cells. So where is that? How do you do that? That actually is done what the quantum physicists call outside space and time, in the quantum field. It's the only way to get to it. And I really believe that that is where the soul connects in with the human form, and it connects us to the whole universe.
Well, it sounds so vast, but I think each of us wants to find our own little microcosm of how to deal with that, because universal things just seem so huge that sometimes I just think, well, how about if I just start with me? This morning I woke up, what's for breakfast? I mean, that's how sometimes specific it has to be. So say, for instance, I come down with a serious illness, a chronic illness, let's say cancer.
Okay.
All right. So to find that energy of healing in me, when I'm traumatized, I'm afraid, all the doctors are saying doom and gloom, and I'm having to do chemo. How in the middle of that do we find in ourselves that energy and that place to start bringing forth healing?
Well, that's a great question too. Well, first of all, it's a pathway. You have to have a plan, and you have to have a pathway fear is one of the lowest frequency energies and will pull the whole immune system down with that energy. And it's kind of like a downward spiral. So what we learn in intentional wellness is how to set aside, how to take this energy and set that aside, because that is not in your highest good whatsoever in any way. It has to be dealt with. Most illnesses come from an emotional base, something, if you were 2 or 3, whatever it was, we need to deal with that. We need to go back. We need to relive and create the opportunity and retrieve the opportunity that was given to us so long ago. And that's for opportunity retrieval. It's actually the pathway, how we do it. So when you go back, some people say, oh, we have so much baggage. A lot of therapists and a lot of doctors, a lot of people say, leave your baggage at the door. Well, the truth is, you couldn't if you tried, because not only is it embedded in each and every cell in the body, but it's actually our pathway to enlightenment. These, I call them pockets of opportunity, poo, but these are actually the pathway to opportunity and to total wellness. So as we unravel, as we unwind the energies that could have possibly had a stake in altering the cells in a way that we wouldn't choose to have them, it begins to unravel. And once you learn the technique, and once you get on this path of how to do it, when something comes, you're prepared. You're prepared, your whole body is prepared, you can shift. You may have a momentary, and then you'll have this beautiful wiping away. I know better. And it's like going back to school. You go back to school, you go back to learning how to be specific with the cells in your own body.
I love that, and I think what we'll do is ask everyone to stay tuned. We're going to do another segment on this opportunity retrieval and maybe get specific enough to help some of the viewers get an idea of how it works. This is Caroline Weber signing off, and thank you, Sheila Z, for all of this
so welcome.
wonderful healing information.
You're
Stay
very
tuned.
welcome.